Mr. Don Mercer with his hand doing the camera work up here. You talk about best friend, this is your best friend, because he will make you technologically literate, but he'll serve you in a capacity that says, I can't get on my Blackboard board system, I'll call Mr. Mercer. I can't make something work, call Mr. Mercer. So he will get you into your world of technology. As I work with others, let's go to Becky Henthorne. You know Becky probably, she's our assistant vice president for learning and student success, and that's that catchy name that's a mile long, but that's what we do, right? Learning and student success. Ms. Jenna Orr is going to talk about retention tonight, and I asked her to come back tonight. She did a perfect job last night. I thought, well, you guys ought to hear from her, not from Ms. Henthorne or myself, and so she's back to do that tonight. So we're going to get her on and off pretty early tonight. And Mr. Fred Collins heads up our criminal justice program on the back here. He's a practicing attorney from here in Ardmore, and it's so good to have him here with us tonight. Now, I have a emeritus with us, and she has come back for a little bit for some reason to do this teaching thing as an adjunct professor, and it's so good to have Renita Douglas back in the room with us. She's only been gone 2 weeks, but man,
the hook was set really well.
So it's good to have Ms. Douglas back with us. Now, I think I know pretty well everyone in the room. I hate to take the time to have you introduce yourself. I might just introduce you as we work around the room. Amy Garrett is back. If you'll raise your hand, Amy. You're teaching, I know, probably Comp 1 or Comp 2. All right, Doris McGranahan. Doris, what are you teaching? Yeah, very good. David Still, OSCI, and she's for these criminal justice and what all name of classes? You got
Criminal justice and criminal law.
Okay, good. Josh, what's your last name? I love that name. And Mr. Boyd, you found Josh, I know, and Josh is a person who practices here in town, works in town, he's an engineer. Good to have him. We have the Sharp with us. Okay, yeah, and thank you for doing that. We appreciate it. Teresa Taylor she's wait a minute, how many of you are public school teachers? You're some of our absolute best teachers, public school teachers. Love it. Because you guys know what a TLE is. And a lot of us in here, when you say a TLE, you say a what? TLE holds your feet to the fire, doesn't it? I mean, you just keep your act together on TLE. I'm sorry, TLE, that's right. Anyway, Teresa, you're teaching, yeah, elementary, but you're teaching with us art appreciation, music appreciation. Dr. Marge Blake is over at Sulphur. It's good to have her with us. And Marge, you're teaching what this semester?
This semester, Comp 2.
Okay, Comp 2. How many of you in this room are online professors? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you have an online class. Very, very good. All right, Ms. Rushing, it's good to have you with us, and you teach where?
And with the behavioral sciences. I've got marriage and family and income sciences.
All right, very good. And there's a company.
Sherry Hoppershire.
Yes, Sherry. I'm so sorry.
That's right.
And you teach, what do you teach? Yeah. Okay. All right, so Nick McMillan, Nick, who got you to get in on this deal?
Rodney. I'm doing intro to psych this time.
Right. Oh, yeah, you had those last semester.
Yeah, had both last time.
And you live where? You're in Marietta, right, or thereabouts. TJ McCride. TJ, what are you teaching?
History of government.
All right. And so you got both classes. Good. Very, very good. Misty. Sorry, I just can't get Misty. Misty Mendenhall and her dad both teach for us. And Misty, what did you tell me you're teaching?
Your application.
Yeah. That she's an accountant here, a loan officer here in First National.
International.
American National. Boy, I did say the competitor.
Okay.
Sorry,
Oh,
Misty.
over there.
All right, Mr. Jones, good to have you with us. And tell me again what you said. You're teaching American government. Mr. Jones, some of you might know, Gary is a superintendent over at Sulphur. Oh, and Darlene, tell me your last name.
Winchie.
Yeah. Darlene, what are you teaching?
Survey of mathematics.
Oh, yes. So Mr. Boyd's got 3 of you guys in this room. All right, Renita and Ms. Douglas, you're teaching.
I do personality.
Are you teaching both? Okay.
Sociology and personality theory.
And, yeah, we already missed you. Okay. Oh, Laura. Is it Laura or Lori?
Laura.
Good, Mark, you're teaching what?
Acting 1 and 2 and
Oh, goodness, okay, very, very good. Are you gonna do anything at Goddard on acting? Will you use that venue?
no, we've been, performing at the Little Theater Ardmore just because it's.
Okay. All right, and Miss Lee, she is a professor at the high school, and we thank you for coming over and being with us in the evening. What do you?
Concord.
Okay, very good. Did we miss anyone? Listen, I think that, sorry to be so quick with that, but I think at least you kind of know your audience. Oh, wait a minute, Mr. Cross, how did you get across? Betty, did I introduce you? Betty Acevedo. I'm sorry, I just kind of skipped over. I'm so sorry, she's driving backwards. Betty, she teaches our Spanish classes, and she's good. And she's got them lined up. How many teaching this semester?
Should I learn online?
Someone said, how do you do Spanish online?
Wow.
Think about that one. But I tell you who's not here yet, or if he comes tomorrow night, is Ray Willingham. And you want to get into foreign language, sign language. And he's at Sulphur School of Deaf, and he is, woo! And people come out of that class practitioners. And I don't know, I'm disconnected from trying to learn a foreign language. I did French in high school. A lot of you did French in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why, but that was back in the '60s. So you think it's we all need French. And they're gonna come take over our country. All right, Mr. Cross, it's so good to have you, Eric Cross, and you're teaching what for us this Sunday? All right, one class?
3 early and 1 late.
Good to have you. Good job. All right. Listen, I don't mean to hurry, but your time is valuable, and you just eaten, and you're gonna settle in without caffeine in about an hour or so. When your eyes start to droop, because you've probably already been at work all day long, number one. So we appreciate what you're doing to be here. And I'm gonna start off after we kind of get started, Ms. Orr, let you get in here and get out of here. Because she has a whole other obligation of duties. Her night's not over, so we've got to move on with her. Look at your packet for just a second. I hope the redundancy doesn't seem like a broken record. If we can't be worthy of your time tonight to make you to instill some level of value of excellence and continuous improvement over last semester, then we're not doing our job. We don't want to come in and just give you the same song and dance and just say, well, gosh, I've already heard that again. We've got to talk a little bit about strategies and new things that are going on and tweak a little bit. So I know almost all of you have been teaching for us, with the exception of maybe 2 of you. And so let's work through this. Let's go through some expectations and get through the night. We'll take one break, and we're not staying until 9 o'clock. It's on the schedule. We're going to expedite and work our way through more quickly than that. You got a packet full of things here, and you can be thinking, but you can't act yet, okay? We're going to go over this agenda, front and back, in the back, mainly, but it's a lot of those teaching qualities that are our expectations. You know, I guess what we want to convey more than anything, and I think you know this from the culture of being in this room, many times. Misty, you sat in the same seat 3 times, or for your daddy usually says, for Gary says, so I don't know if your daddy's just not here tonight. But what we want to convey to you is the seriousness of what you're doing. And not any of you don't you dare say that you're an adjunct teacher over at the junior college. Well, you just slapped us about 3 times. We're a 2-year institution for higher learning. We're not a junior college anymore. It's not in the name. We're a prestigious institution in southern Oklahoma. We touch the lives of 2,500 students every day or every other day at least. We've got about 1,200 and 1,300 respectively on our 2 campuses. And lots of onliners. We've got about 70 online classes. And so we're staying up with the world. We're trying to better ourselves to always provide quality for students. But guys, it's serious what we're doing, and I'm going to go up there about 10,000 feet for just a second, but that's what gives you the worth and in your stomach of why you're doing what you do. You're going to change somebody's life, guys. You're going to change somebody's life now that's gonna give their grandkids a better life because you're picking on them right this minute, and you're taking them to another level. Guys, this is not just go teach a class and get over it, and just say, I'm gonna take my little bit of money, my $1,500, and gee, I'm gonna go do something with that money, and go buy a television with it. That's not what this is all about. You know it, or you wouldn't keep coming back. You're not here for this money, and there's something inside of you that is saying, evidently, you keep on coming back, I want to give something up to somebody else, or I want to make a difference in the world. I don't know what makes you tick. I'm glad you're in the room, because you guys are good. Josh, this is a good crew, guarantee you. So whatever it is that gets you to the level that you want to go before students and try to change their lives, thank you for having that part of your personality that you want to do this. I know a lot of you teach all day long, and you dabble over here at Merced College at night, and we appreciate it. You have to go the extra mile. So, as you look through what you do and why you do it, I'm going to ask you question number 1. You don't have to answer yet. We have HLC coming, HLC, to public school teachers like NCA, North Central Accreditation. They come in every 10 years. That's 5 weeks away. Every 10 years. It's 5 weeks away. Those 4 people are going to come in and visit with us and see if we're doing what we should be doing in order to be federally in compliance to provide financial assistance in the millions of dollars to students. And we better have our act together. They're not going to give us the money, and that's why you want accredited, so you can provide financial assistance to people. We could have an institution all day long and not be accredited, and you guys hear them fly by nights all the time on television. University of Phoenix kind of got their act together, so they made good. DeVry, have you heard of DeVry? You know, that's kind of, they got accredited, but they weren't for a long time. And there's a few kind of institutions out there that Eastern Illinois, something, you think. And they're coming in here for $30 a credit hour or something. Like, how did they do that? You can't do that. Well, you got to do some homework. And it's online. You hear these at companies, but not Emory-Riddle, for example. They do a lot in the military. Emory-Riddle is a good place. But that's another one that you might have heard about. But there's some off the wall that you got to be careful. They're not accredited. And they'll just sort of like in Boulder, outside, there was a Colorado something state college, and I don't know. It kind of had college and university on it, and boy, it was deceiving. And it was a diploma mill. They finally shut them down in the 90s. But you got to think in terms of accreditation. So there's a stamp on our back. We want to get the stamp again. These 4 people are going to be in here to evaluate us at the end of February, and we want them to come over and visit with you. And they're going to ask you, do you have the tools that you need to be a quality professor? Do you know what measurable objective is? You guys, it's going to be smooth sailing. Do you know anything about Bloom's taxonomy? By the way, how often do you assess learning? Well, Mr. Cross can probably say, well, it's in our syllabus. We assess learning every 2 to 3 weeks. They're going to say, really? Not just a midterm and a final? Or maybe that 3rd week of the semester? You're going to say, oh, no, not at all. We assess the learning in an online class weekly. Enter something in the grade book. You guys in the public school, that's nothing to you. You got daily assignments going all the time. There are too many college professors in this world that do a midterm and a final. And, of course, at Murray, we don't accept it that way. We've got to do every 2 to, it's stretched 3 weeks maybe. But we don't go over 3 weeks without communicating with students. Well, how do you keep your grades in your grade book? They're going to ask you. Maybe sit in this room, put the chairs on the other side right here, and here you are in this room. In the middle of the evening, potentially, maybe in the afternoon. How do you do grade books? Well, we all use Blackboard. Blackboard. All of a sudden, that's kind of a national thing. People know what Blackboard is. The 4 people that are coming in. Ms. Henthorne, Arizona, West Virginia, 2 West Virginias, and an Illinois. Is that us?
1 West Virginia, 2 Illinois.
Okay, very good. So, I mean, they're going to think we have a heck of an accent. So we got a Red River here, and we all these migrate, all this Texas stuff that comes out of our mouth. And they can think we're kind of corny sometimes because we're going to come in and we might think that they're a little too sophisticated sounding. But we're going to have the right answers. If you guys, I know the personalities in this room, we're in good shape. You're going to want to know, you're going to want to do the test and we call it validate. And if everyone validates what you guys are doing is what you're supposed to be doing. They even ask you about syllabus, you all follow the same syllabus. And you're gonna say, we have a standard syllabus format. And it's got 21 items on it, you bet. We address ADA, and we address dominant learning styles. And so those kind of things are bread and butter. I mean, it's just a normal thing for you guys as a culture to do. And I think we're gonna knock their socks off when they sit and visit with our adjunct professors. So, if you look at this document, this is just for you, it's what we're doing all week long. Tomorrow we have it in service in the day, throughout the daytime, and then, tomorrow night we do this again in here, so we're trying to make sure we get to all 106 adjunct professors. And, here was my test question. Don't write it down yet, but before you know, I hate to say this. Do you know what our mission statement? Does anybody here know what our mission statement is, excluding the back row? David just tested over a few minutes ago. We just left our kids campus about 4 o'clock. So if you don't know the mission statement, we'll learn it. It's really easy. It's 4 parts. It has to do with, number one, student learning. If this is a no-brainer, okay? Wonderful progression. We're all about student learning, right? You see it there? Look at the second page. Student learning. Now you got a couple of, everything's a two-word abbreviation. Ready? What is that? What's the second one? PG, personal growth. Another PS, professional success. So you got them in here. You want to cross-train. You want to get a little more than just the learning part of it. You want to grow them as a person. You want to get them move on into life to be a professional and want them to succeed. And what's your last one? We want them to be community servants. And so you got community engagement. So it's a wonderful sequence of what we want to do holistically for students and for there it is again for humanity. It's for Southern Oklahoma. It's our job with 10 counties, but we branch out into over Stevens and Jefferson, even get to Comanche County. So we go farther west than what our 10 counties are. Because goodness, we're going into Elgin right this minute. Mr. Rodden, you still go hit Sterling and Elgin and some of those on your ITV classes?
Not lately, but occasionally. He did.
Yeah, he did, okay. So we go farther west in our 10 counties. That's our jurisdiction. But guys, we have people coming across the line, taking classes, and driving back to Texas. We reach 2,500 students, which is very, very significant. But you know, we have 2+2s with East Central and Southeastern right here in this building. You know, we have over 100 2+2s. So students can just, like there's this wonderful motto from MSC, Murray State College. Go anywhere. You darn right you can. You know why? Because you're quality. You are us. You are Murray State College. I mean, it's not just walls of education, it's people that teach the classes. And let me ask this question. If you guys have sons and daughters, nephews, aunts, nieces, would you want them taking your classes? Are you good enough to teach your own people and your family? When you think in terms of where would you enroll your students, you want them to go to, I'm going to draw you, you're going to go over to Cameron, because let's don't enroll you at Murray in those first 1,000 level courses. I sure hope that's far from what you're thinking mentally. Or don't send them over to Southeastern, East Central. Keep them right here at home. We're the best buy in town. But guys, we're going to have you recruiting for us, but at the same time, you're part of your job to retain your students that you have. So we're going to get into some of that tonight as soon as I kind of get this intro going. This or's going to go with it. So our mission statement is a big deal. You've got your brief history. We talked about that. You guys know a lot about the school. Here's our list of degree programs. As you turn through with me, you can see what makes us tick. We've got 41 degree programs. You got your calendars here, guys. Your teal-colored calendar is us this year. And if you look halfway through it, you'll find January. You'll even find January the 7th, and you'll see we have in service tonight. And our note with a little A out to the side. So it's on the calendar. And if you'll take a look at old burgundy here, that's next year. That's synopsis. So those are for you for FYI. and then here are your 2 syllabi formats. If you haven't already dropped all your courses in, Mr. Ronnie Coppage did so well this semester, we appreciate him so much. You don't know who that is, but he's the person that runs, well, he answers lots of phones when you call over to our campus in Tishomingo. But, he's the person who runs the coffee shop, does the mail, and so on. He ran this in color this time, and, Jana Wakefield is not in the room with us, but Jana Wakefield was so kind to let us use her syllabus format. If you haven't, Josh, you'll be using that format, and by the way, she's math. But, guys, listen, we have respect for you. You gotta run your own ship. It's your class. We're not gonna do it for you. And anything that's yellow is your personality and your rules. If it's already in dark ink and no yellow on it, that's your syllabus, standard syllabus, and you leave that in your document. So you go through here, you look at all the yellow. You just watch closely, though. We were pretty careful, because when it gets down, it says somewhere in here, exam, and you'll see the word final exam. Well, it's even going to be up to you to have a final exam. But the word exam, when you get through the signs to the students, listen, this is your contract. As you work your way through here, we have lots of rules about student responsibility. Institutional rule, it's in black. Your rule, it's in yellow. But this is so serious, I want to emphasize, take your first class period, and some of you maybe have a 3-hour class. But that first class period, don't take anything for granted. It's kind of back to 101. Here's my class, here are my rules, we're going to play by my rules. And here they are, and take them one at a time. You can talk about however you want to do, what you want to tell them on your cell phone, or where you office, or wherever it is. That's up to you. It's yellow. And when you get down through here, guys, general education objectives, it's a big deal. You got to figure out